What's up guys, it's Smith here from GamersHeroes.com. We've got a quick guide for today in Star Wars Outlaws on the best way to farm reputation. There's a few things you should know first. Firstly, the reputation system is not a big issue, right? You don't have to worry too much about it. It does influence the story right at the end, who you're best friends with, but other than that, it's just a way to unlock gear and stuff, really. You do get some really cool gear. Some of the armor sets are really fantastic, and as long as you avoid the terrible section of the reputation, you're totally fine. So if it's terrible, they'll send death squads after you, all sorts of stuff. You can't go in any of their districts. It sucks. So what you want to aim for all of the time is at least good. This allows you to go into their districts, which makes some of the missions infinitely faster than having to sneak through. So first and foremost, try and keep them as good. Now, there is a bit of an issue with that. Some of the main story quests that you can't make any choices or decisions in will just throw you into one pool or the other, and you'll lose a load of reputation with someone. So what I recommend is try to keep it in the sort of top end of good or the lower end of excellent if you can. This is much easier as the game goes on. So early on, for the first sort of, 5 to 10 hours, just try and focus on not screwing one faction too much and keeping it in the sort of good area. That will just make so many quests and missions in those areas infinitely easier. Then all you need to do is unlock contracts. To unlock contracts, all you have to do is finish all of the missions on Tashara, and then your contact at the end of Tashara will say, oh look, we've got some new contracts for you. You can now do some missions. You can then find the brokers all over the game. So you can see there's one here. Every time you see one of these, it's always the same thing marked on the map by the two hand shaking icon. Just speak to them. That will unlock them as a broker going forward, because you don't really want to go and speak to them at these locations because that's incredibly time consuming. Once you've got one unlocked, so just every time you go somewhere, speak to them all. None of them are hidden. They're all very easy to find. They're all in towns. Just head to any place that has your ship. So I'm in the Moragana city here. This is the starting city. Right at the landing zone, any place that has your ship, come onto your ship and access this terminal here. It's just next to the bridge. Look, there's the bridge door. Access this terminal and then look at the local brokers first. So we're in Tashara. We're going to go over to Shara. I don't need anyone specific right now. So obviously the more specific your requirements, the longer this is, but it's still a very quick method. And what you are looking for mostly is this little galactic symbol. If you can see here next to this gun, you see that little space symbol there. There's another one here next to the diamond, little space symbol there. These means these are missions in space. I pick these because they are just so fast. It's crazy. So we've got one here to raid the huts and obtain the goods. I'm going to try and avoid those ones for now. I don't want to be pissing off anybody. So I'm just going to go and look for some ones that are a bit more universal just for this video. There you go. So smuggle goods and deliver it to Crimson Dawn. I picked that one up. And then literally all you have to do is you go into space, you click a couple of buttons and you're good to go. So we're going to take that one too because that's from the Empire. I don't think we've got any other space ones. We'll take one more space one involving something a little bit different. There you go, we'll do that one, raid the pikes, just to see how much rep we lose from that one. So once you've got that, all you've got to do is then head into space. Now, if you don't have any at this location, instead of going to all of the other worlds, you can just go to the off-world brokers and search region by region. You want to ideally take 3 each time. So go to a region, find the faction you want. So let's say Crimson Dawn. We're going to go to Crimson Dawn on Kajimi, and then pick up the space contract. Space contract, these are just, they're so quick, they're so easy. I'll show you how fast they are right now. I'll take off and we'll get a couple of these done real quick. So once you're in space, simply open your map, choose the closest objective, focus on it so you can see it on your radar, and then head straight there. There are a few variations of this. This one is stealing goods. Just use your radar sense when you get close, and then look for these chests that pop up. Grab the chest and move on. These are the best ones because it's literally grab the chest, leave the area, and you're good to go. I mean, some of these can literally take 30 seconds. It is so fast. It is by far the best way of doing the rep. There are some basic delivery missions and that on the ground too, which are relatively quick, but all I suggest is every few missions, check in with your contracts, and just pick the space ones up. Always make sure you honor the deal with these. The breaking the deal version or giving it to someone else is typically more money, but you will always lose rep with somebody. You don't want to lose any rep here, so just mark it on your map, go to the next one, rinse and repeat. Again, there are a few variations. So the Enforcer one, where you've got the gun icon as the mission objective, is where you've got to blow up a ship. These are a little bit longer, and depending on your affinity for the flying and how powered your ship up, it may be worth avoiding these early on. You can always turn the difficulty down on space battles. I'm pretty sure that's an option. So again, you just finish that off, get the contract, and you're good to go. Most of these are sort of between 2 and 3 increase. So there's sort of a small, medium, and large increase for the factions represented by the different pictures. Goddamn phone. Then all you got to do is just keep repeating this and you're good to go. So guys, that's a quick, nice and easy. Get what you need back to the game. If we helped you out today, do like, subscribe. We do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.